Hey traders, Raghee here, and in this video we're going to do a peek at a swing setup in the Dow. Now, the thing to remember is that we can see the history of previous pullbacks to the wave, and these previous pullbacks will give me a heads up as to what I should anticipate the next time that it happens. So when the market comes down to the 34 EMA on the high, which is right there, because of the previous pullbacks printing either red grab candles or blue, I'm usually going to wait for the market to at least get to the close, the 34 EMA on the close. Heck, I might even be aware that the low could be tested and that we could see price action even down to this point of control right here. So what this means is I'm actually ready for a pullback. I'm willing to be a buyer of the pullback, but I have to be aware that the volatility could be higher. Why? End of month is when this happened, and this. And we know that this end of month is also an end of quarter. Add to that the direction of the 10-year, and we know that there could be a lot of volatility in equities. But I believe the volatility will be most muted in the Dow because it's a relative outperformer. So how do we as futures traders or even just ETF traders deal with a much more unpredictable level of volatility that could take us clear down to that point of control? So our range is this entire area right here. So the way that I do that is by two techniques. Either I'll scale in at each one of these levels, the 34 EMA on the high being the smallest, a little bit more at the middle line of the wave, and then my largest position would be at the bottom line of the wave. And I might even be open to the level just in front of the point of control. 4 different levels. The top should be the smallest, while the bottom can be the largest. All right, so I can scale in using micros or minis. The other way that I can consider doing this is using options. So at those same price triggers in this same zone, I'll get long either DIA, YM, I can play the MYM micro, I can play the IYT, I can play the XLI. And all of those are going to be valid in that zone. All of this is going to be valid in that zone because what we have is a pullback of an overall uptrend. So this double green really quite literally lights the way. So keep that in mind as we go into volatility. Stick with the relative outperformance. This is one of the few times I'm okay with the broader index versus an individual sector or stock, and it's because it is most definitely a relative outperformer with some good volume support down near the very bottom of the range, which I'm thinking about could be hit anyway. And if it doesn't, well, that's why we have the aggro and moderate levels to consider. All right, gang, I'll see you in the next update.
Without simpler trading, I could not have financial independence.
This is one of the best investments I ever made in my life.
It's helping me find consistency.
It's one of the things that won me